Hey YouTube, how you doing? Kevin here coming at you. Alright, I got a quick video for you. Just want to talk to you guys about my chipper shredder I picked up. Picked this up for free on Craigslist. I picked this one up for another place free on Craigslist. With this one right here that you see with the motor on it, actually had a blown engine. And what happened was, you can see the, turn the crank, hold on. See the crank right there where it's not discolored? That's because this thing broke from over speeding, racing the engine over 4,000 RPMs. What happened was he put that carburetor right there, brand new, on this engine, and what happened was it was not set up. He ran the engine at 4,000 RPMs and it threw a connecting rod, because these engines were designed for 3,600 RPM, not 4,000 plus. So, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is how to adjust that, okay? This is a Briggs & Stratton. All engines, Tecumseh, Briggs & Stratton, the Clinton engine, the Robin, the Yamaha, the Kawasaki, all those engines. I said the Clinton engine, those are old. You really don't see too many of them around. And they had the Jacobson, those engines, all 3,600 RPM. Now this application right here is turning a massive weight. That thing's about 10 to 15 pounds. It's heavy. And basically, when you hit 3,000 RPMs, the momentum just wants to keep going. It's awful. So we're going to talk about how I adjusted it and what I had to use. So to adjust it, I'm using my little pulse tachometer right here. I got this thing. It's a Husqvarna PET-302R. Thing's awesome. You can hold it up to the sparkler coil wire, or you can plug it onto it. I'll show you. As simple as a little alligator clip. I want this engine to run at 2,900 RPM, or a little bit. You can go a little over. It's fine. So let's choke, idle. Let's see if I can do it without the choke. Maybe not. Maybe. Shut that off so you guys can hear me. Okay, so now I want to talk to you guys about how I adjusted it to that. Okay, these tachometers, these work on everything. Dirt bikes, for my Kawasaki guys, you can put this on your bike and check your RPMs on the motor too. See what you're getting out of it. And adjust your carburetors with that. That's what I use. Okay, so anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to take your throttle and put it on the fast, run the engine at high speed. Okay? Your tool you're going to need is a pair of needle nose pliers, and that's pretty much it. Do not stick your hand on the exhaust, it is hot. Now the engine's running fast as it can go. You're going to come down here, and you're going to see that spring. I don't know if you can see that spring. Let me see if I can expand this for you. See that spring? See where that big loop is at the bottom? It looks like a letter U, like coming down. I'll put the pliers on it. Hold on. Get the leaf off of it. Alright, where are you guys? Right there. See where I got the pliers on right there? That tab. Now you're going to bend it up. That's going to slow the engine down. And then if you bend it, if you push it up, it slows the engine down. See if we do this again. Where are you? There we go. That tab with the spring. Right here. You bend, you push it up, it slows it down. You push it down, it speeds it up. And that's in between. That's in between the engine block and the fuel tank carburetor there. The other end of it, the spring. One end of the spring is on the governor right here, and the other one is just below it right about where my thumb would be located on that lever. And that's how you adjust your RPMs. I set mine to 2900, just a hair over, 2930. And the reason for that, such a lower RPM, is because you're moving that big massive weight and you really don't want to overspeed these engines. They will come apart just like that one did. And that is how you do that. Also want to talk to you guys about safety equipment. If your machine has a door there, like it's supposed to, like this one, I have to replace it, do not use that one. And the reason for that is you put a stick in there, a stick can come right back at you and actually stab into you. It'll literally be like, you ever see on Twister, the movie Twister, where they, a 2x4 goes slamming right and sticks right into the siding? Well, your chest area, your face, your belly, your junk is right in the line of fire right there. So I want to talk to you guys about that. Make sure you run the door. Don't be a hero. Don't throw stuff in there. If you don't have a door for it, get your part number, order the door. Don't be a hero. Never stick your hand in there to push a stick down. Always use another stick to push a stick down. Also too, if you have to work on the blades or the fingers that, you know, the 3 fingers that cut everything up, disconnect your spark plug lead so the engine cannot start. Okay, now you are free to rotate the engine and work on the fingers and free these up. Okay, sometimes these fingers right here, I don't know if you can see them or not. There's 3 big fingers in here. Right there, see them? Those fingers right there seize up every now and then. Normally from sitting outside, if it's not covered over, water goes in there and runs down through there and it builds up a puddle and rust. So they should be all freed up, and if you have to replace the blade, which is right here, it's held on 2 screws, 2 bolts, then at that point you would also have to, you know, you want to disconnect the spark plug. Anytime you're in there, your hands are in danger, do that. So that's pretty much it for this. I have to put a couple screws onto it. Nothing dramatic, nothing major. That's the starter from my go-kart. I have to get a starter for that. I didn't have one, so I borrowed one off my go-kart right here, which happens to take the same engine. Different crankshaft though. That's got a 3/4 crank. This has a 1. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. So you saw the big hole in the motor. Now, if that was discolored and through a rod, then that right there would be a sign of overheating, and it would be a sign of lack of oil. Where this one is not discolored, it just has metal transfer. It's, you know, a little bit of aluminum transfer, and the way it shattered like that and blew the hole, that is from overspeeding. And when I put this carburetor on, I knew that was going to happen. It was going to overspeed, so I had to adjust my governor accordingly, and I did. So keep that stuff in mind when you're working on these things. All right. So if you have any questions on your chipper shredder, this is an MTD. By all means, please send me some pictures, or, you know, your comment on your questions, and definitely I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. This is a Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower MTD, and I was lucky enough to get both of these on Craigslist. Not at the same place either. This one right here is actually newer than this one. It's a 5 horsepower chipper shredder made by MTD. Same thing with this one. 5 horsepower chipper, MTD. But I had all this one here all together, and I was able to use the motor from that one onto this one. You can see how the colors are 2 different. This one's brighter than this one. So this whole engine piece right here came from that one, and this side. So I got to switch out the chute and all that. But other than that, I have myself a chipper. So pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, by all means, please send them my way. Thank you.